Okay, hello my favorite people. In this video, I'm going to be 100% completely honest. So all I ask is that you watch the entire video before you comment anything and just hear me out and keep an open mind. The topic of this video is groups that I have decided to stan and groups that I've decided to unstan. K-pop groups specifically. You guys have been asking me to do more K-pop videos, and I have to admit I have slowed down on them compared to how I was posting them a year ago, 2 years ago to now. There's a major change, and I can understand y'all's just questions about where the K-pop videos have gone. So I think just me, I started this channel whenever I was like just starting college. I was maybe 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, and now I am 22. And that's been a time a lot has changed. I have gone through a lot of growth, self-reflection, and I just feel like where I was there, I'm not the same person as I was. Like, I've changed a lot. I think I've grown a lot. And basically what I'm trying to say is, like, not that I don't care about K-pop or like I don't like K-pop. I'm always going to like K-pop, but the way I was into it back then and standing and like streaming all day, all night, waking up at 4 a.m. for a music video release, I can't do that. I have so much other stuff going on. I'm in school, so many other priorities. I have to pay bills. Like, it's not that I don't like K-pop or I'm not as into K-pop anymore. It's just I have actual stuff to do now than just be a stan. Like, before I had so much, I was just more free to dive into that. And on top of that, Rihanna stopped dropping music, so I was like, okay, now what do? I can't stand her, so I found K-pop. Basically, not my love for K-pop has changed, but my devotion for it has changed. That being said, again, this video is about what groups I decided to stan and what groups I'm unstanning. I thought this video was really important just so that I could have a better focus and also reflect that to you guys so you know what to expect in the future. So yeah, let's just start running down the list. I'm going to explain why I've chosen certain groups to stan this year and groups I've decided to unstan this year. So again, this is where I need you to listen to the entire video and then afterwards comment respectfully. Also, I need to mention about, should I even talk about this? The toxicity of K-pop. I've always talked about the toxicity on Twitter, but also I feel like just K-pop in general, the fandoms and everything along with K-pop transfers everywhere, whether it be my YouTube comment section, the views, the analytics, the watch time, Instagram comments, Twitter comments. It turned into where I was associating K-pop itself and these K-pop idols with the trolls and the negative comments and the criticism that was really unwarranted, I feel like, for a reaction video. Like, whatever. That's a whole different topic. But yeah, so many different factors have gone into my new resolution, I guess you could say, with K-pop videos, but this video I wanted to make it concise so you guys know what the future looks like for what groups I'm going to stan. Okay, man. So, obviously, first group on my list, BTS. I feel like BTS is just, like, iconic. At this point, no one has done, or I can't even see a group being able to do the same stuff that BTS has done. Accomplish the same things, go #1 on Billboard, give out fully English songs and like have them chart. BTS has done something with themselves that is just unthinkable, and for that I commemorate them, I admire them, I want to give them as much attention. These last few drops, since whatever album it was with the 7, I've been paying more and more attention to BTS, and I've been loving what I see. And it seems like they're genuine friends too. Like, the group actually mixes. No one's left out. No one wants fame more than the others. No one's like, they don't have ulterior motives from what I can see. And I think based off of that, I definitely want to support them. So look out for BTS videos. Let me know if you are ARMY and you're excited. Where is it focused? Okay, next we have ITZY. ITZY is a girl group who did not disappoint me. This also ties into a future comment I'm going to make about debuting groups. ITZY lived up to my expectations. You're a girl group coming from JYP, you know, an iconic man who produces these amazing groups. I was like, okay, they're kind of, how do you say, like, you're getting a head start just because who you're associated with, but like they lived up to the hype. Like, they're talented, they can perform. I don't know who did that little move with the shoulders. Dala Dala, Icy, Wanna Be Me. every single title track that they've dropped that I've heard has been a bop. So I definitely want to look more into them and see what other stuff they have in their repertoire. They are a group I feel like who have a lot of potential, and I want to see what else they can bring to the table. So ITZY is a group I want to start reacting to more on the channel. Next up we have ATEEZ. Speaking of ATEEZ, I always say this, like I have a bunch of their photo cards I still haven't opened. ATEEZ is a boy group. You guys know I don't really focus on boy groups, but I want to this year. I want to start changing it up and just experimenting and exploring, and ATEEZ is one of the boy groups who have taken my attention. From the rap line to the vocal line, they're all so good. So yeah, and that's just from me seeing one music video. I believe it was Answer. Just from that one music video, I was like, there's something different. I need to check out them. And the visuals, just iconic. ATEEZ, definitely want to stand them this year. Next up, these next two groups are kind of different, I guess you could say. I want to look at what two female groups that created K-pop, who kind of transformed the genre. Girls' Generation and 2NE1. Those are like legends. If you know anything about second gen K-pop or just the history of K-pop, Girls' Generation, 2NE1 are pioneers in the industry. So I do want to start paying my respect and just seeing how the industry is different today than it was back then. Everyone knows the freaking song Nega Chen Chalega. I was singing that in middle school, didn't even know it was K-pop or that they were speaking Korean. I thought they were just making noises. But to know that like back then I was even enjoying K-pop and I still am like 10 years later, I want to check out more of them and just dive into it. So yeah, Girls' Generation, 2NE1. Next up we have Dreamcatcher, who is also having, I saw on Instagram, they're having a comeback on the 26th for like One Eye Open, I think is the name, I don't know. But Dreamcatcher has always been a group that I really enjoyed, but I haven't ever been able to actually like stand them the same way I stand Mamamoo. Dreamcatcher brings everything that I've always wanted in K-pop. Their concept is different. They're a bit dark. They're a female group. Dami is a great rapper. I love her voice. They have everything I like. They check off all my boxes, but yet there's always been something missing that doesn't make me 100% like stand them. So Dreamcatcher is definitely a group I want to get into more. I just don't know if I'll ever cross that bridge with them to where like I'm 100% in. The only group so far that I've been able to do that with is like BTS Off and On and Mamamoo. Next up we have Blackpink. I love Blackpink. I love Blackpink as a group. I love Blackpink as soloists. Jennie, Lisa, Rose, Jisoo, everything about Blackpink I really enjoy. I feel like sometimes with their music and just them in general also, because they're so big, they're kept in a box, and like even in their music, they're kept in a little box. And I feel like Blackpink has so much more potential, and I love seeing their chemistry with each other. So Blackpink is something I want to bring to the channel more. We've reacted to a couple other music videos, Whistle, Do 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 Do, Kill This Love. Recently, their collab with Selena Gomez, Ice Cream. But I still want to start getting more and more into them. Maybe even some like personal reactions of like their little vlogs and stuff. That being said, you guys have to watch the videos and watch them in full, because I do see in the analytics with my K-pop videos, like, I'll do a K-pop video, even my recent Moonbyul one from Mamamoo, 2K views in like 3 weeks, whereas I could do a culture video and get 2K views in an hour. So it's kind of on y'all too. Like, I can't just produce content and y'all not watch it. Like, I'm wasting my time. That being said though, next up we have Mamamoo. You guys know I'm a Moo, always been a Moo. In fact, they were the first K-pop group that I ever stand, like from the very beginning. The first K-pop music video that I reacted to was Egotistic by Mamamoo, and since then it's just been full sailing. That being said, not that I'm not unstanding Mamamoo, but in the whole me falling back from K-pop, I did fall back from Mamamoo as well. Like, I was a point where I would wake up and the first thing I would do is watch one of the TV videos or Solar Shido, and I haven't even watched a video in so long, I can't even tell you. It's not that I'm unstanding Mamamoo, no, it's just, again, I have a lot of other things to focus on than like, what outfit did Hwaso wear today, what show did she appear on, you know, I don't know. It's not, because it sounds like, it's not that I'm unstanding at all, it's just I'm taking a step back, like, and it's been organic, it's not like I'm forcing myself, it's just naturally, I still love Mamamoo, but like, I'm not fiending over them anymore as I used to. I'm not fiending over K-pop in general. But yeah, still gonna react to Mamamoo in the future. You guys need to watch the videos though. Definitely, that's a big one. Because, bitch, I stand Mamamoo so much, y'all are watching the videos. Okay. Next up on my list, I wanted to talk about the wall I have with Twice and Red Velvet. Twice and Red Velvet, I feel like they're so big, and there's a reason they're so big. They're so talented, but again, just like Dreamcatcher, there has always, I feel like even more so for Twice and Red Velvet, there's always been a wall there for me to where I can't 100% go into them. Like I just can't. I don't know what it is. Red Velvet, like they do good music, but as for the group themselves, I've never felt a connection like that. Like ever. I don't know why, but I just can't stand them. I like their music. I like some of the members, but yeah, I'm not a whatever their fandom name is. Can't lie though, that last Psycho, that's a bop. Okay, Twice. I like Twice. I like all the members' personalities. I think they mesh well together. They're hilarious. That being said, I think there's too many of them, and I don't really like most of their concepts. Back in the day, I have to admit, now they're changing their concept and they're becoming more mature. But like I feel like it was obvious what concept and audience they were going after. Like their concept was trying to attract, and that was not me, if you know what I'm trying to say. But now I do like that they're changing it up. Their latest releases have been really good. You know I want Fancy, the one they were doing where they were dancing on water, more. Yeah, they're changing a lot, and maybe now I'll be able to dive more into them, but they are a group that I've always had a wall up with too. Like I've never been able to form a personal connection in the same way I did with Mamamoo. Maybe, I don't know, whatever. We're not gonna say that. Okay, next up. Next, I want to talk about my dislike for solo artists. I always get comments like, will you react to Chungha, Sunmi, whoever else? This ties into me just not, how do I say this? Like, even with celebrities in America, I am not the kind of person anymore to where, like, I will stalk their Instagram. I care about what they ate for lunch or breakfast, you know, whatever. I don't give that much attention and time into human beings anymore, celebrities. So I don't see the point in standing a solo artist. I'm being 100% honest. Like, I stand K-pop groups because there's something different there. It's just so different and energetic and new. That's not something you see every day in the American media. K-pop groups are so just exciting, and that's why like I look forward to learning about them and getting into them. Now, whenever you ask me about a solo artist, why the heck would I want to watch one person sing and dance? Like, I don't care about that person. If you took away the idol status of them, would I care about that person? No. So I'm probably not going to react to solo artists, solo K-pop artists, because that's just, except for Jessie, but she's a New Yorker basically. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Do you count Jessie as a solo artist, or like, how do you look at her? I'm definitely gonna react to her, but as for other solo artists, I don't care enough about celebrities to do that. I'm sorry. Next, I hope I explained that well. Next up on my list is GFRIEND, the girl group. A lot of y'all got mad at me whenever I said I didn't like them back in the day because they were a what do you call it? Cutesy concept. I forgot the actual term, but I would say they were a cutesy concept, and that's what kind of put me off. And people like, they were never a cutesy concept. I don't want to argue about that, but to me they definitely were. The skirts, the songs, the choreography, all that. It's kind of the same thing that kept me away from Twice in the beginning. But I have seen their 2 latest music videos, and they're definitely someone I want to get more into, including A-Pink. I don't know what song it was. It was one of their newer ones, but it kind of changed my perspective on them because they were another group, A-Pink, that was kind of girly, and that's not what I'm into. And I think moving forward, if they continue to change their concept, I'm definitely going to look more into them. So yeah, GFRIEND and A-Pink, want to look into them. GOT7. I kind of just left y'all like hanging with the GOT7 reactions. They're another group I just couldn't get a connection with. Like, that's a thing. If you have more than 5 members, I'm sorry. Like, it's too much. It's overwhelming. And again, I don't, aside from BTS, each member in BTS has like my attention, but it's hard for me to get a connection with every single freaking person in a group if there's more than 5 people. Like, there's just too many. And I think GOT7 fell into that category. Like, I knew Bam Bam, I knew Mark, because everybody knows Mark, he's so loud, and his personality is like, yeah, those are the only 2 names I can even remember. There was a lot of Jyoungs, a lot of Youngs, but Mark and Bam Bam were the only 2 that really stood out to me, and like, I got a personal connection with, because like, I would see the videos of them gaming or whatever. Like, I was able to form a personal relationship with them because I could relate to them. So yeah, GOT7, I want to try to get into them, but I think I'm going to struggle a bit more with them because I've tried like in the last year definitely to get into GOT7 and it just never happened. So I was like, why am I forcing myself to react to a group that I don't care about? But I want to try again. And next up we have debut groups. I want to come along on their journey, specifically Purple Kiss, but also just debuting groups in general. My only worry is I don't want to see groups that I already see. Like, I don't want another Blackpink. I don't want another Red Velvet. I don't want another BTS or GOT7. Like, if you're going to debut as a group under these same companies, you know what you're walking into. Like, you already have a huge, whether you want to call it a shadow looking down on you or a platform boosting you up, there's something already with debuting under certain companies. And I feel like I want to give these new groups a chance because I want to, like, can you imagine if you were in ARMY 7 years ago and to see BTS now? Like, that is, I feel like, the dream of idols and fans. Like, to be along the journey and watch your artist level up continuously and potentially become huge stars like BTS. Like, I want to be there from the very beginning for a group and see them elevate. But that being said, I don't want to watch a carbon copy of groups I can already watch. Why would I watch a debuting group when I could just go watch Mamamoo? You know what I mean? Like, I think RBW isn't going to market Purple Kiss, and they haven't been, in the same way they do Mamamoo. Because at that point, why watch Purple Kiss when you can just watch the original? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts so far with my list and my thoughts. Going to do more K-pop videos, but as I said, the analytics don't lie, so if y'all aren't watching the videos, there's no point in making them. So watch the videos, like the videos, comment, engage with them, and I'll continue to do them. If not, I can't post them. Bye.